So what I'm doing is I'm gonna cut this chicken into cubes, small cubes, preferably bite size. Stay tuned. So this is pretty much all of the chicken breast that I've diced into cubes. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna season this lightly. I don't wanna season it too much because when we fold everything together in the end, the sauces that we're gonna use there are gonna already saturate it and give it a real good flavor. So we don't wanna do too much, but I'm just gonna lightly season. So if you haven't heard of Obey, hop on it. It's a real good poultry and meat seasoning. And it's not too salty in my opinion, so it does well just to saute this meat, because I'm going to saute this meat first before anything. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little, and then I'm going to go ahead and fold all of this in like such. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some garlic powder. You could never get enough garlic powder. Promise. I'm gonna go back with my garlic powder and do the same thing. And I'll fold it in. I believe in food being very flavorful. So yeah, I don't like bland food, and I don't think others do either. So a little goes a long way, so we'll see. Well, we know that this is gonna. So now what I'm doing, I'm just gonna clean my cutting board that I've been cutting the meat on. Real good. Sanitation is key. I want to use it again. And that should be good. So we'll rinse out. Cutting the chicken, what we're going to do is we're going to dice a whole onion. The recipe that I seen for this one, which really caught my eye, it was just very straightforward. I like adding veggies and herbs and like I said, lots of flavor to my food. So I'm going to add a few more, I'm going to say incentives to this meal. And one of them is going to be an onion. We're going to add an onion to this, so we're going to dice in I'm just about done dicing this onion, and what I like to do is once I dice it how I want it, I just go back over it and I just come back over it. Put all more of them together. That should be good. We're also going to use some parsley. I would have just rather used regular parsley, but the only thing I had was some Italian parsley, so I'm just going to use what I got. No big deal. I'm going to chop this up real fine anyway. It's just going to be, instead of using the bottled parsley, this will just be a something natural, the real deal. So I'll just chop this up real fine. This will be the green ingredient for the dish, which gives it, so we have the parsley here. I'm going to use about that much. Really not trying to use too much. It's really just going to act as the color ingredient. So just give it a little color. Go ahead and drop this meat in. Add about half of these onions that I cut up because I don't want it too oniony, so I'll just add about half, and I'll saute that along with the meat. You know what the fuck? I'm gonna put all of it. We'll put all of it in there. You know, you only live once. I'm gonna add one more stick of butter to it. And just so it won't dry out. I want to cook everything in this pot right here. Now this is really not a good pan to saute in, but with this recipe, the goal is really not to, really not trying to brown the meat. I just really want to make sure that it's cooked evenly throughout and that it's sauteed to perfection. So it's going to simmer for a while, and so that it can do so, I want to make sure that it's oiled real good. So I would have used extra virgin olive oil to do this, but like I always say, I'm just using what I have. Went to the store and forgot the extra virgin olive oil, but hey, it'll come out. I can't get jiggy with these tongues, so I need my heavy duty tongues. I have the parsley there, chopped up. And this is simmering just the way I want it to. Just the way I want it. Rain just a little. This out. Just a little. And we're going to come back with this soy sauce, and this is going to help also as a seasoning. So the reason why I didn't season it as much as I did before is because I knew that with all the other things that I was going to add to this recipe, it was already going to submerge and help with the seasoning as far as cumulative of the entire. I kind of want to take it a little bit further and really. I'm half stepping it now because I didn't cut up no fresh garlic, but my grandmother got me on this. I'm gonna put some garlic in it. Now I really don't fuck with garlic like this, but since I know what it can do to your food, how it enhances your food, I'm gonna add it. So what I'm doing is I'm warming this jar up a little bit to loosen it up, because it would not come out of that jar. That should be good. Yes, so I'm gonna put a jar of the orange vinegar. Oh, you gonna come out? Oh, you gonna come out of here? You gonna come out of here? Come out here. You gonna put the whole jar in here. And I actually turned down the fire on low. I want this to simmer.